My Stepmom Daughters My Ex is one of those shows that on the surface you think only degenerates would watch, and you would be correct. However, though, when you look past this anime's domestic girlfriend type of plot, you see that this story brings comedy and genuinely sweet moments, plus the subtle fan service. But if this is the first time we're meeting, howdy, I'm Palpers, and we're talking My Stepmom's Daughter is My Ex. Okay, so going into this, I wasn't really expecting, like, much from this show. I'm gonna be honest, like, I really wasn't. Like, when I heard the plot, I was literally thinking, like, bro, this is literally just domestic girlfriend, but modernized, although domestic girlfriend is modern, but anyway, it doesn't matter. But when I went into this, I was literally expecting a carbon copy of domestic girlfriend, but when you watch the first episode, you realize that that is far from the case. Although the plot and the baseline is basically the same thing, it could be more different. So the plot basically follows Yume and Mizuto, two high schoolers who used to date in their final year of middle school. But however, through a weird turn of events, they ended up becoming siblings. I know, some domestic girlfriend junk. But they don't want to put their parents' marriage in jeopardy by telling them that they used to be together in middle school. They felt like their parents are so happy right now that they don't want to jeopardize anything. So they set this rule down. Whoever starts to view them as the opposite sex and not like just siblings, they get penalized for it. Although there's some hidden tension there, and when you watch the show, you're like, yo. All right, so let's talk about Yume and Mizuto. And I'm gonna be honest, I love the chemistry they have between each other. The way their personalities shift, and then the way they have these monologues in their head talking about what they hate about each other, but yet having this, like, you know, hidden desire for each other. It's honestly one of those shows that you really appreciate the characters in the show. Although they aren't anything special, they certainly do hold their own when it comes to the show. And I believe that Mizuto and Yume both complement each other. And without saying too much, you should just watch it and you'll know what I'm talking about. And when it comes to the side cast, I honestly love them. Minami, Kawanami, them homies are valid, and I feel like they really do support the plot for where it's going. And I like Minami, Kawanami because they both complement the two MCs. Like, they're so much different than what they are. When it comes to the future of where I think this show will end up, I kind of don't have much high hopes, although I do think that this show, it could be a solid 7 or 6 or even 8 on people's mouths or Annie lists, because it is honestly a fun watch. Although it's not a show that I would genuinely be like, oh, you gotta watch My Stepmom's Daughter's My Ex, like, you got to. I would never do that. But this show is one of those shows that when you watch it, you can just relax and turn off your brain and just consume it, because it is just one of those shows that is straightforward and to the point. So would I recommend to you guys? I think you guys should. Although I did say degenerates watching, I'm not a degenerate, by the way. I'm not. I would definitely recommend this to people who are, you know, open to watching shows like this. So this is the first time you're hearing about this, you're welcome. Go watch My Stepmom's Daughter's My Ex. And with all that out of the way, I'm out. Deuce.